again. Let's see if that's everything. 29 cards, gosh darn it.
What are we missing here? I think we don't have noble. Oh, we do have noble sacrifice.
Nice job.
Yeah, it could be a 2. A lot of 2s.
Harvest Gold next there. Ugh, my brain is so not functioning at the moment. Am I blind? Do you see it?
I think it's the Demolisher. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put the Demolisher for sure.
That's right. Yeah, Demolisher's not a great 3. It's way too slow.
Yeah.
You gotta protect it with a taunt. If you have control of the board, you can be really annoying, but it's not really a 3-drop, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you normally do this then? Shall I say what play I would make, and then you would correct it, or...?
Correct it. Yeah, so I normally would like to know what my students are thinking. So definitely tell me what you think you would do. And before you make a play, we should talk about it and discuss it. How does that sound?
It's got Light's Justice, Blood Cell, and Dodge and Protect. That's quite a nice opening hand.
We're also going second against another Paladin.
And Chillwind as well with a coin. So in this case, I actually would keep everything. So I would play this, then play that as a 3/3 on turn 2. I can shield it on turn 3 or coin out a Yeti.
Okay. I guess the only caveat is whether we want to save the coin for later. I think this is pretty good. Yeah.
Keep it?
Yeah. I think Bloodsail Raider is going to be a 3/3 on turn 2, right? So
yeah.
It's quite nice.
So, now, I guess I would hold all charges, right?
Yes. You want to hold your charges, especially playing against another Paladin in this mirror.
Yeah, true.
It's extremely good against Divine Shields and tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid to use your face if you need to. I would just go ahead and drop the Bloodsail Raider here. Yeah. And then just pass. He's going to hit your face. Oh, actually, it's hard to say.
You think he wouldn't trade?
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he would probably trade here. Actually, yeah, that's the advantage of going first. You get to do that before we do.
Yeah. No, well, if I drop anything big, it just gets taken out. So I would maybe even consider coining out a hammer on it just to clear this guy. Although that seems horrible. I can't see anything else that would give me a decent play here.
That's a good point.
Unless I want to sacrifice a bigger minion, but I don't think I have enough to do that. But then...
Because if you coin out the Twilight Drake, it's just a 4/5. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and just hammer the 4/2. Yeah. And I would go ahead and ping the 2/2 for 1. We'll kill it next turn.
Yeah.
So that's going to be able to do 6 damage to our face, but we have Guardian Kings to heal us.
And I guess drop the Twilight Drake on the next one just to...
Yes, that's right.
To get value off it whilst I can. Okay.
Awesome. It's a 4/6. Yes, that's right.
So one of the issues I find is I start to think now about my next turn, and then I don't always adjust it when you play something which should change how I should play. It's like I get stuck in my ways kind of thing, you know?
It could be that you just play too fast. I find a lot of my students, the issue that they have is that they play too fast without thinking about potential alternatives. Because there's sometimes a better play, but it takes a little bit of time to think about it.
Okay, now really do I just Fel Reaver straight away, or?
Yes, you should Fel Reaver. Mm-hmm. Definitely Fel Reaver. The sooner the better. You don't want to drop Fel Reaver later when he can just mill your deck.
Yeah.
So the 8/8 puts out a ton of pressure. He has to spread the board, which means putting out a bunch of small things. Because there's nothing right now that can contest the 8/8. It's not even a 50-50 for this.
Oh, I have my consecration.
Yeah. It's fine. You won't need it.
So, faced with the Fel Reaver, I would consider... I don't know if I would bother to shield it, because he may, in the end, just follow the rules him. In which case I can pender it back, though.
Yeah, I would shield it and drop the Yeti.
Yeti?
Because you can protect it against the Truth Over.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So, like I said, Paladin doesn't have any pings unless it's Muster for Battle or a Light Strike.
Yeah.
So, and if he pings it, he takes 8 damage, which is fine with us.
Yeah.
And if he pings it with a weapon that's not Truth Over, then he can't actually kill it this turn.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. A little sad about losing the Cog Handler, but otherwise it's okay.
Got 10 cards left. 9 cards, that's crazy.
So you'll definitely want to test for the secret first.
So would I hit face?
No, you would hit the 3/5. Yes, that's right.
5. See if I get... Okay.
And then trade your 4/5 into his 3/4. Alright, so it's probably Avenge. You could also drop something to test it, but I would just play the Guardian of Kings.
So okay, just drop this one on.
Yeah, that's right. If it becomes a 5/1, you still heal. Yeah. Alright, so if it's eye for an eye, it's kind of bad, but...
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, you're going to be down in terms of how many cards are in your deck, but you're pushing for lethal here, so... If he can't deal with this board, he's dead next turn. That's why you want to play Fel Reaver early, so that you can take advantage of the hits that you can do before he mills your deck.
That's really crazy.
So definitely, if we took the lay on hands over this guy, it wouldn't be nearly as good for us.
So we're down to 5 cards. I would just go off face, throw Noble Sacrifice down.
Yeah, I think you should just dump stuff on the board. Definitely Noble Sacrifice.
Okay.
And then, how much mana does that leave us with?
7 mana.
Okay, so that means we can drop the Knife Juggler. And then we can play the Harvest Golem.
And the guy.
And, yeah, we can tap. And then I would just attack his face with everything. And save the charge on the weapon. Just in case he has no, just kill him. Sorry. I should have counted there.
Let's not save the charge.
Yeah. The dagger actually hit him. So I was not expecting that. 2 daggers hit his face. Okay, perfect. Nice.
Interesting. It's very interesting for me because I am completely unfamiliar with this style of play with the Fel Reaver, I have to say. It's fascinating for me. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, the main thing is Fel Reaver, when you play it on turn 5 onto an empty board, it's the ideal situation because your opponent can't really deal with it, especially a Paladin, since he only has soft removal.
Yeah.
It's a little more risky if you play against a mage or even a hunter because of Deadly Shot, Polymorph.
Yeah.
Like that.
What I liked as well is even if you followed the rules, I had the panda to bounce it back just in case. Mm-hmm. So should I hold Fel Reaver though? I mean that seems really slow in the opening hand though.
No, you shouldn't hold Fel Reaver. You should always mulligan for an early play.
So I get rid of the Argent because he's not early either, really.
Give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would throw away the Argent Protector. We need 2s. So, yeah.
Okay. Woof. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's the best play. I mean, are you really going to drop an Argent Protector on turn 2 by itself? No.
Yeah. Hammer.
Yep. So probability-wise, we should be able to draw into a 2-drop. There's a 15% chance, right? Next 2 turns. At least.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not right. It's a 15% chance to draw a card that has 2 copies. So it's a very, very high chance.
See, I'm tempted to hit it and play a guy because it trade. No, that's not actually good. I guess you have to play the youthful.
Yeah, I think you play the youthful, and it's a hedge. So if he has backstab, right? What does this mean? He coined out a 2 because he wants to play another minion next turn. But the question is, why would you play a direwolf unless you had a charger? So it might be like a bluegill warrior or something like that. So if we do hit the 2-1 this turn, that means that we have to choose between the 2-1 or the 3-1 bluegill warrior. I think I would just drop the youthful brewmaster and pass here.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can start making reads pretty early, because for the most part, if a guy has a 2-drop, he's going to be playing a 2-3 first to counter your 1-1.
Right.
Or a 2-1. Yeah.
Not bad. And he trades.
Right. I was thinking you'd probably go face there. Yeah, Demolisher is fine. And then I would go ahead and just attack the 2-2 for 1 damage here.
Ding it?
Yeah.
Cat's getting pissed off because I keep coughing away.
So we did make the right read, but I guess I expected him to go face because Rogue typically likes to put you on the clock. That's fine.
Yeah, I can.
Now he's going to go face, yeah.
I guess I'll taunt and trade the wolf. I'll clear everything. I'll throw down the taunt, hit this into the wolf, and then ping this.
I don't think you need to throw down the taunt. I think the piloted shredder trades out better. Yeah. So I would use the... yeah, it doesn't matter which way you do this, as long as you kill the wolf first.
Yeah.
Cool. So what you're afraid of is not really a 4-4, but you want to be aware of the 4-5.
Right.
That bomber is totally fine.
That's good.
So he's going to dagger up now. Probably hits a 1-2. Yeah. We're going to trade it away anyway, so it doesn't...
Trade and ping, right?
Yes.
So let's do that first. Okay, now... Now I'm tempted to Senjin.
Yeah, I think
now I would just Senjin. I have nothing else I could play. I don't know if I'd Noble Sacrifice, though. I probably wouldn't, but it's on curve.
Okay, let's think about what a Noble Sacrifice can do for us. So he has
it's going to be absorbed by a dagger, so...
Yes, it would be absorbed by a dagger if he has a way to kill this engine. So he needs to drop something small, that's a 2-drop or a 1-drop, eviscerate this engine, and then hit it with the dagger, which would hit the Noble Sacrifice.
Right.
I would say if he's willing to invest that much, just let him take this engine, because I think Noble Sacrifice can be used in a better situation.
Okay, so just drop this engine and then hit face.
Yeah, that's right. We'll save the charge. It's pretty good.
Yep. This Light's Justice is doing work, I have to admit. It was a good call.
Yeah, I think it was between that and...
Can I check on Hearth? I mean, does it tell me my...
Yeah, there's definitely another card that was considered more valuable, that's for sure.
Light's Justice, where are you? It was between Light's Justice... Flesh-Eating Ghoul was the other possibility.
I see. Let's see. What should we do here? I would definitely Argent Protector the 3-5, and play the Argent Protector in the middle, between the 4-2 and the 3-5 because of Betrayal.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you can tap and get a guy here. And then drop
Would you hit in here?
No, I wouldn't. I would just go face and drop the Noble Sacrifice. So what's going to happen is he's going to ping the shield. It's going to hit the Noble Sacrifice, and the 4/6
Okay.
isn't going to be able to
Yep.
kill the 3/5. We're going to rush him down because next turn we're going to get +4 damage from the Stormwind Champion.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's going to be 9, 11, 12 plus 4, 16. Yeah, and he takes 2 from this, so it should be game, unless he drops a taunt. That's the only thing.
I've actually never played an aggro deck in Arena before. I always play a more control style of play.
That was kind of a weakness for me too when I first started playing. I was very, very used to sort of mid-range decks, but what you find is that over time, depending on the drafts that you have to adjust your play based on the deck that you have. Yeah, so that's lethal. Cool.
Okay, very nice. Poor guy had really bad RNG though there, I have to say.
Well, I mean, we just outplayed him.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it hit the Divine Shield guy, what would happen? He would still die the next turn.
Yeah.
Because the 4/6 doesn't get through the 3/5.
I think maybe from what I'm seeing now, I think maybe I'm sometimes not playing. I might draft an aggro deck with good minions, but then I play it as a control deck.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that could really be the issue, because in my early days I kind of played like a lot of Zoo, because it was easier to learn the game playing Zoo, because it was such a simple, if it's favorable trade, if not hit face kind of decision making.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I play Arena like that, even when I should maybe play more aggro. Okay, so I'm throwing the Fel Reaver Stormwind back.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm a fan of maybe coin out the Shielded, and then, no, I don't want to waste the coin. But I keep the Shielded and the Argent, right? Or would you throw back the Argent as well for a more, like...
Okay, well, what happened? We're playing against the Shaman, who can potentially have the Stoneforged Axe on turn 2. So you coin out the Shield of Minibot. Turn 2, you drop the Argent Protector, potentially trading with something, and then you have a 2/2 that dies. I would throw away the Argent Protector as well. I would definitely keep the Shield of Minibot, though. We're looking for something that's a 3/2 to play on turn 2.
It's a Cockhammer. But, yeah.
Okay, this is fine. I mean, we'll just play it.
But then I don't coin anything out.
No.
So
No, you don't coin anything out.
Yeah, I was actually making that mistake quite not too recently, like some months ago, where I was having a 2-drop in my hand with a coin and no other 2-drops, and I was coining out my 2-drop and like hero powering. And it was mistakes like that which cost me a lot, and you never saw it, you know. I guess I take 6 to the face here.
Yes, we take.
Or
no. We take 6 to the face. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. We can win. We can win on card advantage here. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Shaman is that you need the board. You need to control the board. Okay, that makes things problematic. Okay, let's do this. Go ahead and run the 2/2 into one of the 2/3s first. Yeah.
So then I cock, hit it.
Yeah. That's right. Cockhammer here.
And hit that one to finish off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And then just end your turn.
That's rough.
This is why Cockhammer is so
Taunt Totem now.
Alright, that's fine. So he's going to try to beat you down. That's his only way to win now. He's going to trade the 2/3 in, and then hit your face for 6.
Okay. So I guess I would hit this and then play... I've got no taunt, so I guess I play the Piloted Shredder, but that trades it. But it's only... Well, I can also... Brewmaster and Guy, but that doesn't help. I guess I'll play the Shredder just to get something on the board that sticks.
Well, let's think about this for a second here.
Do you want to coin the Fel Reaver?
So if he plays a taunt next turn, then having just one thing on the board is going to be pretty rough. I think we just drop the Youthful Brewmaster, or alternatively, we could coin out the Ogre Brute and drop the Mech Warper. I think the Ogre Brute and Mech Warper is a bit stronger.
Yeah? So hit this one, Mech Warper, and then Quanah Ogre Brute.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because the Mech Warper will definitely trade with the 3/2, and the Ogre Brute will trade up against something else potentially.
Yeah. Jeez, look at that. 6 damage to my face now. It's gonna leave me at 8. That's crazy.
It's okay. I mean, even if we lose, we played correctly. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, just gonna push for lethal. It's not too surprising.
Oh.
Okay.
I have to hope this hits that, I guess, and this hits that.
No. What do we need to do first? Right, so we need to Fel Reaver here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Drop the Fel Reaver. Well, actually, it doesn't really make a difference which order you do it in. But yeah, Fel Reaver is good. And then trade the 2/3 into the 3/2. And then, yeah, hope it hits. Okay, cool. Yeah, and just end your turn. That's right. You need a Fel Reaver because you need damage. You need to be able to trade with whatever he plays. You're not going to be able to beat him down. This is going to be a game of protect the board.
Guardian the Kings and Consecrate. I would have been dead way before I could play anything.
Okay, so it's a good thing he has small things. We really need a taunt.
He's going to play something else. Light's Justice.
Might be kind of useful later. We can't drop the Youthful, so might as well drop the Twilight Drake here since it's going to be as big as it's going to get.
Yeah.
We have to pop the Divine Shield and trade the 8 in.
And I guess I would just
you just
die?
Tap. Yeah, you just tap. Yeah, we can play Light's Justice next turn if we need to, but we really don't want to use our face on anything if we can help it.
I'm just waiting for the Fire Elemental.
It probably. I mean, if he has it, it will definitely happen, right?
Yeah.
And there's not much you can do when he Whirling Zaps, and then he.
Well played.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, not much we could have done there.
Yeah, if he has a perfect hand, then yeah, that's game.
Yeah, I also need to remember that I should equate it to playing like poker. If someone has 4 aces, you're kind of screwed no matter what.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean our deck doesn't really have that many taunts. If we drew into a Senjin, then that would have changed things completely. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't find too much fault with our plays on turn 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Mad Scientist, Brewmaster, and what was the other one I didn't see? Cat, stop scratching my chin. Stop it. Demons. Okay, I guess I want to keep the Scientist, I guess, because I have the secret. Think it's worth it, or is it worth playing later?
Mad Scientist doesn't trade with anything, unfortunately. But I think, yeah, we won't get more value out of it than now. So.
Do I throw back the True Silver?
No, you throw away the rest, though.
Wait, sorry, so I keep the True Silver and...
No, you just keep the Mad Scientist and you throw away the rest. Yeah, that's right. You're looking for a 1 or...
Oh, that's not bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
He kept all his cards, so his curve is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if he coined something out. Blitz already.
Okay, Mad Scientist here, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely the Mad Scientist. It's going to give us quite a bit of value. Yeah, Noble Sacrifice is going to be better against the Mage because, unlike the Druid and the Rogue, the Hero Power doesn't actually use the character, so... That's fine.
Well, that's still fine, yeah.
He should have attacked first, but he loses the card. No problem.
So I guess I Knife Juggler here, or...
I would play the Mech Warper here.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have no except the Shredder. Oh no, I have a Golem. Hell of Wrath. Nah. so Shredder. I can Wrath and trade it in, but it doesn't seem worth it. I would just Shredder here.
Right, so what's he gonna do? Next turn, what is our play? Because if we get a lucky dagger, and we make that, we play a 3-2, and then that 3-4, we get a lucky dagger. He's gonna, if he kills the Shattered Sun with a 3-4, which I think he will, we drop the Knife Juggler and we dagger, but it doesn't match up well with what he plays next turn. At the same time, the 3-4 trades up really well against the... Actually, yeah, it's fine. We'll play the Piloted Shredder, and then just go face, yeah.
Okay.
Because we can always dagger and then buff the Piloted Shredder next turn. But that's a little unfortunate, yeah.
I expect he'll trade here.
Yeah, because any 3-drop other than the Spider Tank, our 3-4 would have dealt with better.
I'm tempted just to play that and then hit face with the Shredder. I mean, he can still ping and trade in, but...
Okay, so what happens? He trades the 3-2 and he pings. Right, so that's a...
So this will be a 3-4, and my Shredder will be...
Yeah, I think that's the best play.
Yeah, so put the... And then face, yeah?
Yeah, let's go face. That's right. What would be bad here? Probably, I don't know, even a Bomb Lobber is sort of okay. Although it'll survive the Abomination. Yeah, Bomb Lobber has to hit the 4-3, then we get a 2 health minion. And then he trades the 3-2. Oh, actually, no. He would still have to trade 2 things in, so... Yeah, no ping.
If he can kill my Shredder before he trades in, I likely will lose whatever comes out of the Shredder. It's the only bad thing.
Okay, it looks like he's just gonna do what you said.
Yeah. Go on, do it. Do it, man.
I'm also fairly certain he'll try to freeze your face so that the True Silver can't come out next turn. With the 3-4.
Okay. Let's see.
There's no reason. He's gonna.
Is he trading? That's interesting.
He shouldn't trade.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that.
Trading is bad. Yeah, in that situation, he shouldn't be trading.
Okay. Okay. Let me think here. So, Shattered Sun is not so good because that does it anyway.
Yeah, I think we just need to put pressure on the board. So, Knife Juggler, Pilot, Shredder would be perfect.
Yep.
Because if it hits the Ogre Brute, then even if he targets the Micro Machine, yeah, just go face here. Perfect.
Yep.
I mean, we're kind of on a clock because he's going to draw into Flame Strike eventually.
Yeah.
Depending on what he does here, it might actually signal whether he has Flame Strike or not.
Okay, he doesn't. Or he's pretending he doesn't.
Yeah, if he had Flame Strike, he'd probably go face. So.
If I buff that, it just gets pinged. Okay, let's think. I can Hammer of Wrath. I don't like decisions.
Okay, so who has card advantage? You do, right?
Yep.
Who has higher life total? You do. So you're pretty much in total control of the game, with the exception that he might have a Flame Strike next turn, which is going to put a lot of pressure on you. Yeah, so it's basically how much do you think you need to play around the Flame Strike? I think playing around Flame Strike would probably be the right call since we're so far.
Yeah, I would as well. So maybe Yeti?
I think you have to hammer the 3-6, right?
Okay, let's hammer him. I'll get a card anyway. That's a Harvest Golem. I could play that, I guess. But okay, what would I throw in here? I throw in the...
Yeah, you trade. You play the Shattered Sun card first on the Piloted Shredder. Yeah.
and then trade that in here, or trade that in
See
here.
where the dagger lands. Okay, perfect. Use the 3/2 to kill the 3/3, and then the 5/4 kills the 3/2, because you don't want your piloted shredder to just get, frozen.
Yeah.
So we still have card advantage. If he flame strikes here, then you get a guy, and then you get initiative next turn. So it's totally fine.
Yeah. I expect him to ping and flame strike next turn now, though, because that was such a nice ping target. Okay. That's a pretty damn nice minion.
It's fine, I guess.
Well played.
Yeah.
So I'm just trading that in, because that's not trading the 5-drop, which is pretty nice in a piloted shredder.
Yeah, so you trade the 4/1 in. That's right. And then attack his face.
Just, and I would Yeti and Guy here. I wouldn't overcommit.
No. You would, you would Yeti, and then you bounce back the 3/1.
Yeah.
And then you get a guy.
Then Guy.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So you're not overcommitting here. So he's going to be forced to ping. His life total is going to go down slowly. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you're just completely outplaying him right now.
Yeah. And I still have 2 True Silvers, which is nice.
He doesn't have very good options unless he has some very, very good late game taunts.
Wonder how long he was holding that on for. Okay. Now I assume that, because he knows I bounced back the Shattered Sun, for example.
Yeah, you gotta test to see if it's I
hit face with the Brewmaster.
Do you hit face with the Brewmaster to test to see? No, you gotta test for the mirror entity first.
Okay, so drop the Bloodsail?
Yeah, drop the Bloodsail. So it's not. Interesting. Yeah, just attack his face with the 3/2. See what happens. Yeah, attack his face for 4 as well. So it's probably counterspell. Go ahead and just...
Guy?
Yeah, just get a guy here. You can also drop the Harvest Golem too. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But I wouldn't commit this engine though.
Yeah. Cat is trying to sit on my nuts.
So it's not Ice Barrier. It could be a duplicate. I don't know.
It's not Vaporize. It's not Mirror Entity. It's not Ice Barrier.
Yeah, it could be any of those.
Wow. That's typical for me, by the way. But I've got lethal anyway, unless he kills something now. Okay. So unless it's Ice Barrier, do I just go for lethal now? Oh no, I forgot we've got that. Thought I'd already attacked for some reason. True Silver, so I have lethal.
Yeah, just play True Silver. I don't think it's Ice Block, so I think you win. But make sure that you test it with the True... Actually, yeah. It doesn't... Yeah, True Silver first. And then use any...
Just to have the lowest amount.
Exactly, in case it's Ice Block. But I think it's game.
Yep, that's fine.
Cool. MC Tech was a little unfortunate, but at that point I don't think I would play around it.
Yeah. I have to admit as well, see that's one of the things where I talk about my bad luck. MC Techs always seem to take the worst flipping possibility.
Well, I mean, we hedged around the MC Tech by not playing the taunt. That's what we did, right? Because if you got the taunt, it would be the worst.
Yeah.
By not playing the taunt, even if he MC Techs, it doesn't really do that much.
Quite interesting to have 3 wins on this deck. I need to really start to look at these kind of more aggro style of play.
It's not so much an aggro style of play. It's just understanding who's the beatdown.
Yeah.
Like when you're behind on cards but you have the board, then you got to push for damage, because if you play the slow game, then you're going to lose because he's going to have more tempo later in the game.
Right. Yeah. I guess just keep the Mech Warper.
Yeah, I would throw away the rest. Actually, keep the piloted shred. Oh, yeah, fine.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was also tempted to keep the Shredder as it would be a turn 3 play. I thought of it as soon as I clicked it as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So we should discuss things a little slower then.
Yeah, sorry. And maybe that really is the issue there, me discussing too much. Now, see, now the Mech Warper dies, though. But I don't see another thing I can play, really.
Okay, so what happens? He's going to hit and then hero power, and he gets a free turn 3. He has a 2/1, which is pretty bad.
And I can put the golem, so...
Right, because what happens if you tap? No, don't play the Mech Warper.
Yeah.
If you tap, he's going to hero power. No, he's not going to hero power. He's going to trade the 2/3 and then drop a 2-drop, which puts us behind as well. Because if I was him, I would definitely kill the Mech Warper so that you don't get the free Piloted Shredder on turn 3.
Yeah.
And we can't really benefit from the Mech Warper too because we have 2 3s at our max. I think I would just tap here. Yeah. Yeah, just tap. And then he'll trade the 2/3 into the 1/1, and then we can drop the Harvest Golem. So we'll be behind in terms of tempo, but at least we don't lose a card for nothing.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
Okay, that's good. That signifies that he doesn't have a 2-drop.
Okay, so would you still then drop the golem here, I guess?
It's between the Golem or the Demolisher. I think I would play the Golem because it's more consistent. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also leaning towards the golem there, I have to say.
Because the Flame Cannon also kills it. Not that he can't deal with the Golem with the Flame Cannon, but he has to trade with his 2/3 as well.
Yeah. I guess I have to drop the Drake on the next turn unless another opportunity presents itself.
Not necessarily.
Maybe I can Dark Iron something here.
Yeah, we can Dark Iron something. Ugh. Water Elemental, the bane of our existence. Yeah. I think Dark Iron on the Golem to kill the 2/3 is fine. Yeah. Because your Harvest Golem still stays alive. And then the 4/4 and the 2/1 will trade with the 3/6.
Yep.
Yeah. And we get to heal 4. So it's slightly more...
Which will lose him a lot of tempo as well. Only have 2 mana then. My cat's whining for attention now. Freak cat. The biggest princess cat you'll ever meet. No need be. Go away.
So the thing you should focus on is not so much your record, but rather your play. Try to think of every single individual play in a vacuum, and try to make the best play that you can. And if you lose, it's fine. Understand why you lose. If there's nothing you can do, then that's just arena. But if there's something you could have done better, definitely try to remember what it was, because that'll help you improve as a player. And that's how I've improved. So.
Maybe I should even record some of my games to watch them back without any kind of time limit. Is he not playing anything?
He's in a tough situation. He doesn't have a 4-drop. So.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure why you would coin out a 4-drop if you didn't have a 4-drop to follow up. It could signify that he has a lot of 4-drops in his deck and he thinks he can draw into one. It's really hard to say.
Okay. I guess we just trade in here, right? Or I can Divine Shield this guy and trade in, and then drop a guy, which leaves me with a 4/4, 2/2, and a 1/1.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. The good thing about this is since you don't take any damage, it doesn't get frozen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
I think in general, most of the plays, when I'm thinking a little more straight because I'm not sick, I think most of my plays are good. I think the issue is I'm not seeing the bad plays all the time, you know? Sometimes I do make an obvious mistake and I realize as soon as I click enter, like, oh crap, I messed up there. I think maybe really recording, maybe what you're saying before, I think maybe recording my games or some of my runs would be really a good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I'll play an arena and just record it.
Okay, that's totally fine. So he has a 5-drop? No? Oh,
that's
forced to trade? Yeah, this is perfect. So you're way ahead in cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
you never want to give Paladin the board, and he just gave us the board. So definitely Twilight Drake, because it's going to get the biggest value here. And then we can Mad Scientist as well. Oh, actually, Mad Scientist. I think Mad Scientist is about the same as Mech Warper here.
Yeah,
And
I
I think Mad
also would
Scientist.
rather.
Yeah, it also makes him afraid to sort of kill it. So it's unfortunate that we drew into our Noble Sacrifice. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
But it's fine. The problem is that Mage is always going to be our worst matchup because we don't have 5 health minions. We have a Yeti, a Senjin, a Fel Reaver, a Garden of Kings, and Stormwind Champion, but not really any 5s or 4s that will survive a Flame Strike outside of that.
Right.
So our deck's goal is not to play the long game, but rather just to kill off our opponent before it's too late.
That's interesting. Okay. So here I would weapon, hit this guy, even though it freezes me. Knock the scientist in because he's not so great. Rest would go face. I don't know if I'd play anything because he's got okay, well I definitely true silver and kill this with this guy.
Okay, why would he ping that to a 4/5?
Yeah,
because next turn is still.
I think maybe he expects me to trade with the board, and then that dies to. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But no, I agree with you. I think we should sort it for sure, which is going to freeze us, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then trade the 2/2 in. Yeah, this is why that's why I think the 2/3 would have been the same.
And then do I just guy here just to try and counter Flame Strike, or?
Yeah, you just guy here, and then you attack his face. I would go ahead and Noble Sacrifice. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Why not? Because now he's got to be worried about the Avenge.
There's that Avenge and all that stuff.
Yeah. So it might actually screw his play a little bit. Because now he's afraid to ping. It's mostly mind games here, because we don't have the secret, but he's afraid that if he kills the 1/1, it's gonna buff something else.
One of the things I'm really realizing, like for example with Mage, some of my best games have been games where I didn't have Flame Strike, but my opponent just played around Flame Strike.
Okay, that's fine. We got value out of it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Let's see here. I would go ahead and hit that guy in there. I still don't want to overcommit though, to be honest.
No, it's true. You don't want to overcommit. What happens though?
He kills that, loses this, and then gets to spend 8 mana. And I'll have just that unless I play another minion.
Okay, so we definitely kill the 2/3. That's for sure. So let's do that first. It's going to simplify our thinking. Alright, the question is whether we bounce it back with a Youthful Brewmaster and play it again as a 4/5. Well, actually, it would be a 4/4, huh?
Yeah, it'd only be a 4/4, so it's not worth it.
Yeah. I think I would just... we do want to play... Well, he's going to trade the 3/2 into it, right? So if he Flame Strikes, and we lose everything. I would definitely go face with the 1/1.
Yeah?
Let's definitely tap.
Maybe just bounce it back anyway, I mean...
Yeah, we can bounce it. It's fine. I mean, either way is fine.
I think that way it just at least saves him from being able to make that favorable trade there.
Right, so we draw a card next turn, so it's going to be a 4/5. I guess this is okay. So he could Flame Strike this board, it's not that great.
Well, that's actually going to die to this. He wouldn't Flame Strike that, I think, hopefully.
Yeah. So he should have some idea what the secret is now. He's already dropped a guy. We've lost... we haven't... Yeah, we had a guy die, it didn't come back, so it's not redemption. It's not repentance. So it must be get down. Either that or eye for an eye, which no one takes.
I've actually seen it several times, like yesterday. It's great. It's like twice in a row I saw it against like 2 planets, like what the hell?
Yeah, so if he's smart, he's not going to attack your face. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine.
Okay, I can drop the Twilight and then Shattered Sun. That seems like an overcommit, though.
No, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Or would I shatter some this just to be able to trade them in?
Yeah, you should trade them in.
So shattered some one of these two?
I would shatter its sun to 3/2. Yeah.
And then just kill this little guy here, right?
Yeah, definitely kill it.
Yeah. And then guy, I guess.
Yeah, just tap.
Okay, let's see.
So if he has a board that can be flame striked, he would flame strike it here.
Yeah. Flame striking thing gives him some nice...
The unfortunate thing is, like, our deck is not ever going to be good in this matchup.
Yeah, there comes the flame strike.
Yeah, because look at all the stuff we have in our hand. They're all small things.
Yeah.
And it's interesting you play the one on the right versus something on the left. I think you just drop everything, right? Except the Abomination. Start with the Mech Warper first. And then play the Demolisher. And then the Shield and Minibot, and then tap. Because this is the only way we win. We have to rush him down.
I do expect another Flame Strike, because he didn't play anything. That to me suggests he's got some spells in his hand. Oh, no, he used all his mana in the last one, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 9 in the last one, so he pinged and Flame Strike.
I mean, I guess we could have not played the Twilight Drake, but it would have just gotten smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a gamble. It was educated.
Is that the next Flame Strike? No?
Doesn't have enough mana. So yeah, that's okay.
Consecration.
Right, so...
If he plays one more? No.
Good target.
That's nice. Would you consecrate that?
Yeah, I would.
And then we just guy in face?
I would Abomination and go face.
Abomination, guy. Oh, yeah, Abomination.
Yeah, we don't have mana for a guy. Yeah, Abomination is 4 damage. That's all it means to us.
Yeah, yeah. Stormwind would be a nice top deck here. He's looking for his next Flame Strike.
Well, the thing is, our deck is limited by the fact that we do not match up well with mages, which is going to affect how far we can go. So I don't see this as a 12-1 deck.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Come on. Good sniping, my friend.
Yes. Okay, so let's attack his face first. We want to at least test it to see what it could possibly be. Okay, great. Yeah, drop the Fell Reaver, tap, play another guy.
And just everything face.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We gotta play as aggressively as we can.
Yeah.
So, is this...
Yeah, at this point I can't play around a Flame Strike or spells. No, I expect the Fell Reaver to be...
Yeah, after the first Flame Strike, we just have to dump our hand. 7, 8, 16, 17 damage, yeah. Oh, that's convenient.
Oh, the true silver.
Okay.
Silver.
Well, as long as it doesn't kill the 4/2. That's the important thing.
6, 7, 8, 16 damage.
Demolisher should hit face. That'd be nice. So you can actually win some games this way. You can win some games by just taking the risk.
Oh.
No, that's not bad. Yeah.
That was the thing of beauty.
Yeah, we go face with everything. Yeah, perfect. Exactly.
I would like to promote the Demolisher to the senior commander of my armies now.
Demolisher is still not a good card.
Yeah.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'll be right back.
Okay, great.
Mate, if you're there, I don't know if you hear me. Okay.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, shit, I just noticed something.
Uh-huh.
I've got 512 arena wins. What sort of wins do you see from most of the people?
It's all over the place, to be honest. I think
Okay.
as of now, I've coached over like 250 hours of arena, so I've seen players all over the place.
Okay, fair enough. I'm curious, like, then the people that are going 12 wins, like, I'm just curious, like, where I stand, you know what I mean? If it's like, if I'm not, haven't got enough under my belt yet if I need more experience kind of thing to play better, or
On my main account, I think I have like 270 arena wins.
270.
It's not a lot, yeah. Um, it's because I mostly coach, so it's almost always on another person's account when I coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I play too much arena.
yeah, I have a lot of arenas. It's just that not all of it is captured in my record.
Yeah. Shielded mini. I'm going. I guess I throw away the kings, or wait until it loads.
So we're going.
I'll get rid of the kings in the hand of protection, I guess. But I don't know. Normally, I see this as a late game thing, but I guess it can help the minibot trade.
I think we throw away everything. We keep the shielded mini bot. Yeah, I think we really want to be the aggressor in this matchup.
Okay.
I feel like yes, I feel like the last game was sort of fluke. This deck really needs to win before turn 7 or 8. So we're hoping we can draw into another 2-drop here, so we can drop it early. Okay. Jeez, this is annoying.
I guess I coin out the scientist because that. Otherwise, he can just ping and trade the shielded minibot. Although it also gives him means he doesn't.
No, I think you just noble sacrifice here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, this is okay. It's gonna be it's 1 for 1, right?
Yeah.
He does. I mean, he does get a spare part, which is unfortunate, but can't do anything about that. I don't like any of the other plays that we would have made, because the coin is very, very important, and the whole point is to get rid of the 2-1, right? So we can accomplish that this way. Okay, fine.
Let's see what he plays here.
That's fair.
Chugga. Shielded minibot then? It's the only thing that can trade with that. I kind of...
Okay, let's think about this for a second. So...
I mean, sorry, I can play the scientist on turn 3, the minibot, so on turn 4 I can Dark Iron the minibot.
No, the problem is that when you play the shielded minibot, the proper response is to ping off the shield and then trade the 2-3 in, right? So he's up a card on us, and he has the advantage. I think we just tap here. Yeah, we tap here and then we coin out the Senjin Shieldmaster afterwards. Because even if he freezes the taunt, it's still pretty useful. It's fairly certain that he's not going to ping the 1-1 if he has a 3-drop in his hand.
Right.
He's just going to freeze our face going into turn 4. Okay, so he doesn't have a 3-drop or a 2-drop, I guess.
See, that's something which I'm not thinking about. I would have coined out a 2-drop there just to have something on the board.
Why?
Just because I'd like to have a presence on the board, even though I can totally see that it's a very worthless trade for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I need to think about from their perspective a little more, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I always think about the best play that my opponent can make given the state of the board. I obviously don't know what is in his hand. I can make some reads, but you can only play around what you know. So I mean, this game is slowing down, which is not in our favor.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get the board clears, then we can still win. Oh, that's nice.
Well played.
That is unfortunate.
I guess.
You just play two small things, right? The Shielded Minibot and the Mad Scientist. So.
Yeah. But one of them can trade up if he goes face at least.
Yeah, he'll definitely go face. There's no reason not to. He might like ping off the shield and then go face. Depends on if he has a 5-drop or not. Because he's proven that he doesn't have a 3 or a 2. Like, we could tell that because he pinged the 1-1.
Yeah.
Or he could have been playing super safe and he just didn't want the Blessing of Kings to come out. That's potentially true too.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
interesting.
Fine.
Okay. So I don't want to Fel Reaver that one thing because he can.
No, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah, you have to drop the Fel Reaver.
Man, this Fel Reaver makes me nervous.
Well, we're burning cards that we don't have in our hand right now, so they're not going to be played. It's fine.
Yeah. If he plays lots of small things, I can consecrate.
We've been on the back foot since the beginning of this game, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he chooses to go face, we'll go face too.
I can consecrate and then shield it. Ah, that's annoying. Makes the shield a little less valuable. It makes the consecrate kind of bad, no? I have 11 cards.
Yeah, we just
That's
Coghammer first. For sure. Yeah, and then just go face.
With everything? Coghammer as well?
Yeah, go face with the Coghammer as well. And then just tap. Yeah, there you go. I hope he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't have a polymorph because I think he would have used it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the Mech Mage here, or the Goblin Blast Mage, because he wants to get rid of the shield.
Hard.
Yeah. Right, he wants to get rid of the shield, but I don't think he can kill it this turn. So yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna have no cards though. As it stands now, I'm looking at consecrate, hit that, and then shield this up and hit face.
Well, you don't hit the 5/4. You hit the Blast Mage, right?
Oh, the Blast Mage, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you hit the Blast Mage.
Consecrate, hit the Blast Mage, face, and then shield the Fel Reaver.
Yeah, that seems fine to me. Okay. Wait a second.
And that's lethal next turn.
No, he's gonna ping and trade the 4/2 in. I think maybe we should have just cleared the 4/2 with the Fel Reaver, because the Divine Shield gets wrecked. Yeah, that might have been a mistake actually. That was a little too fast.
Yeah. With just 4 cards in the deck, I think that probably cost us. But okay, fine.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah, he can still ping and hit that. I could still possibly win with what I have. It just needs no Flame Strike and a bit of luck. Paladin Shredder. How are you doing?
Alright, so yeah, we go face with everything here. Dark Iron Dwarf, and then Piloted Shredder.
And hope he doesn't find...
Yeah, Coghammer space. That's right.
Some damage. Okay, let's see here.
No, I mean, that play could have been okay too. I mean, if you drew into a polymorph, that would have been bad. Taking 8 guaranteed damage is not terrible. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that play.
Okay.
I think we played this most generally right. Yeah, in general.
That almost turned out bad for him. I think we won.
Yeah, I think we won. Okay. Well, did not see us winning that one, to be honest.
Fel Reaver MVP, holy crap.
Yeah?
He earns his way.
So, yeah, you gotta be brave sometimes.
I definitely, I can tell you now for sure, I would not have gone 5 wins with this deck. For sure not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I would have gone, I think, 3 or 4 wins. I think I would have been scared to play the Fell Reaver, to be honest.
Well, the way I see it is, if you don't play the Fell Reaver, you lose anyways, just in a slower,
Yeah.
more painful fashion. So, Fell Reaver gives you your only chance of winning slimly.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see how it, made us win, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would see. This is the thing as well. I kind of assume that the enemy has the answer. So, like, if I play the Fell Reaver, I think, okay, he's got a sheep and like 5 1 drops.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's something as well. I'm trying to play around like too much, possibly. I guess.
I see that too, but I also see that we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
There's the 2 games that we've played against Maple where we've won, and it's been close. We've been forced into our decisions.
Okay, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Keep the Walker.
Yeah, that seems fine. Mm-hmm. You kept all his cards, so I would not be surprised if we had a fiery wind axe in the beginning here.
Yeah. That seems to be the curse of me, by the way. Every warrior has a wind axe.
Well, every warrior that you meet that's a 5-1 might have the axe, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, warrior's kind of hard to play right now because you're forced to use your face a lot, and that hurts.
He hasn't mulliganed yet, actually, so they're not kept. Oh, he did keep them in the end. Okay, so pass first turn, I assume. Unless they get something.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a zombie shower or something.
Interesting.
Where's our ping?
Should I coin a guy? Oh.
I would coin the mech warp. Oh, hold on. Let me think.
I mean, I also have consecration, but
no, we can't. We can't coin. Just end your turn here. He's baiting you into playing something into the axe, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he drew it. Okay. He's gonna.
Shielded Minibot is pretty good here, I think.
Yeah, definitely shielded Minibot for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a perfect draw. We could have even mech warper into shielded Minibot, but then we don't have a turn 4 play, so this is better.
Wait, I was on a turn.
Oh, at turn 3. I'm sorry.
Huh.
So he clears.
Do I want to Hammer of Wrath that? Because that's a pretty big threat.
The most he can do next turn is drop 2 things, right? So just play the. I would just point out that I would coin the Drake. It's going to be pretty big. Yeah, this is going to force him to go face, and then right, this is going to force him to go face, or he's going to play something and then trade, which the Senjin would have died to anyway.
If he plays lots of small stuff, maybe Consecrate gains some value as well.
Potentially.
Interesting.
Right, hope he armors up here. Okay, cool. Yeah, now we hammer. So we can actually play slow against the warrior. He doesn't have board clear. We can milk our card advantage for as much as we can.
Okay. Yeah, he's only got 3 cards, so that's pretty good.
That's right. This is not a position you want to be in as a warrior. You want to be dominating the board by turn 5. Tiger's fine.
I'd be tempted to pilot it, or even to Brewmaster in this one. Let me see. I want to do something that can trade with this guy, I guess. So, I mean, Brewmaster and Noble trades, but it doesn't seem to be too great for me.
What would you do? You would tap and then Youthful, right? And then you would Noble Sacrifice into a Cleave. And then you don't have anything to deal with the 5/5.
Okay.
So you would drop the Piloted Shredder and Noble Sacrifice. That's right.
Yep.
Because you gotta play around the Cleave here.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I wasn't playing around the Cleave at all in my head.
Because the Cleave would basically wreck you.
Yeah.
He's definitely going face. That's for sure. He knows he's on a clock, and he's on the wrong side of that clock if he can't deal 5 damage right now. Let's just hope he doesn't have a big thing here. Like, a few medium things that our taunts can deal with would be great.
Interesting.
Okay.
awkward.
Okay, yeah. Well, tell me what you would do here first, and I'll tell you what I
Okay, I
think you would do.
guess I hit in here.
Mm-hmm.
I would drop that guy, and then maybe just I'll probably drop the mech warper and a guy just to see what I can ping, and then hopefully get a consecrate on the next turn. But
okay, I would play the knife. Right, I would trade the 4/3 into the 2/3 first. I would drop the knife juggler, and then I would play the Senjin because he needs to, yeah, he needs to trade the 3/5 into. Okay, yeah, I was hoping it would hit the shield, but that's fine.
Okay.
So he gets a knife juggler, which is okay. Yeah, we can be a little bit more liberal with our card usage because we're ahead of him in terms of cards, but not so much to the extent where we're trading 2 or 3 for 1 every single turn. But the play is clear to me here. It's the 5/2 into the 3/5, and then the 3/1 into the 3/2.
Yeah.
And then he plays 2 other things. And then that forces the Shredder to hit into.
That's the clear. It's going to hit here. Wow.
Wow, that was. Jeez.
He was hoping to hit that so he could save his thing, which would have been better for me because I could have consecrated it all then.
Yeah. He doesn't have a weapon. So that's a tell, right? That's pretty important. He doesn't have a weapon, otherwise he would have used it by now.
I hope he hits this in here, hoping I would make that trade, and throws down a 2 health minion.
No, I don't think he'll do that.
I don't think he would either, especially not with this on the board. Oof.
Really?
Interesting. Okay, that makes things a bit better. So I would Argent him, but I also want. I know he's going to drop. Still, I guess I shield up the Senjin, smack this guy into there, consecrate, and hit him in there. So,
okay, so that's the only consecration we have.
Yeah.
2/1/1s.
I think the Haunted is going to take the shield. See, I can also hit the Haunted into the shield, kill his.
No. Okay, so we Argent Protector the 3/5 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that one first.
And then we clear the 5/4 with the 1/2 and the 3/5. Yeah. That's right.
And then just guy here.
No. We Youthful Brewmaster the 2/2 back, the Argent Protector.
Perfect.
No, what?
Oh
no, you. Goodness. Okay,
sorry, that was just my brain. I'm half asleep
all right,
here.
bounce it back anyway. Bounce it back.
I'll take it back now.
Yeah. You're supposed to give the shield back to.
Yeah, that just not focusing at the moment. It's pretty late here. It's after midnight, and I get up like 6 for work. Sorry, man.
No, it's totally fine. This could potentially be better. We could bounce. I mean, we could shield something else next turn. I was just a little surprised when the mech warper came out, but
yeah, me too.
It's cool. It's cool. So we know he has a tiger. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the only thing is like the taunt is really annoying for him. So. And if he doesn't use the shield now, we're just gonna kill the 3/1 with one of our 2 of our tokens.
Yeah.
So he's gonna play the tiger, which is fun. Yeah, I think we totally have this game. It's really hard for. Okay, that's perfect.
So one of these tokens goes in. That's for sure.
Yeah. Just trade the 3/2 into. No, not the Senjin. Trade that guy into that. Drop the piloted Shredder. Yeah, we don't need the Guardian of Kings yet. And then just tap. Tap. And then give the shield to the 3/2.
Okay. And then just go face.
Yeah, just go face with everything. Yeah. So he doesn't have a Brawl. He would have played it. He doesn't have... Yeah, we're okay to extend the board against a Warrior. This is also part of the reason why Warrior has trouble in the late game because they don't
Yeah.
have the effective board clear, and if you overextend, then it's mostly safe. I mean, the worst thing he can steal here is the 3-2, which would kind of suck, but I
Interesting.
mean, if that's the only thing you play around, then it's fine. Yeah, so he's forced to pop the shield here. And we just consecration. Yeah. Now I would play more conservatively. I would just tap here instead of dropping the shattered, and then just go face with everything. Yeah. And he's basically dead. You keep the 2 cards in case of Deathwing or something like that. Although we really don't have a solution for Deathwing, but...
Well, I don't think that's going to happen to me twice in the same day.
You never know.
I think even my luck has its limits, you know? It's kind of weird, though. My friends know me as an unlucky person. I kind of have, like, extremes.
Yeah.
So I have, like, peaks of ridiculously bad luck and then peaks of ridiculously good luck, so...
That's fascinating.
It's really strange. It's really, really strange. I'm actually... my friends know me for this as well, which is the weird thing. It's the same with computers, actually. I work in software testing, and it's actually a case of a friend of mine will make me use his crappy computer when I go to his place, because he lives in England, I live in Austria.
Uh-huh.
So when I go to England to visit him, I stay at his place, and he makes me use his crap computer, because he knows it'll always like blue screen or crash or something, just because I'm using it. It's some kind of very weird gift.
Not sure if that's a gift, though. I think... as long as it's not a catastrophically bad thing.
Right. That's why I don't work in a hospital. You know, life support machines, not good. Not good. So I guess I keep the Brewmaster just to have a 3-2.
Okay, so how many 3s do we have? I think it's worth considering keeping the... I think we keep the Shattered Sun Cleric here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even the Senjin's not that bad. I think I would just keep this hand.
Yeah?
It's pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, he kept 3 cards and mulliganed one.
I'm playing against a Shaman.
What do we get?
So he probably has good removal. The Shaman doesn't get very far without good removal.
I'm going to have to start playing really slow as well now because my brain is larvaled. I guess I just coin out, just guy here. Cause
yeah, we just tap here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's gonna keep it stealthed.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with Coghammering 1/1 because it's gonna have taunt.
Oof.
Interesting.
Okay, I have no idea. Every play I see is really terrible at the moment.
I think the best we can do is Coghammer here. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we just Cog. And then kill off one of the 2/3s. That's right. This is actually pretty decent, to be honest, because he doesn't want to lose the 2/1 for nothing, so he'll trade the 2/3 in, leaving the 2/1 to attack our face. And then we can use the Coghammer next turn to clear the 2/2. That's right. And he's overloaded, so he can't do anything this turn.
Okay.
This gives us a really strong turn 4. So we just Coghammer the 2/2, and then we drop the Twilight Drake.
That's actually pretty good. That's a really good turn 4.
Yeah. And since the 2/1's on stealth, we can always keep our 4/6 at high health by just hammering the 2/1.
I think I also place too much importance on having as big a minion as I can play on the board. I'm definitely not using the Paladin hero power as well as you're telling me to, basically. Oh, well played by him.
That's fine. You got it.
So I guess I Senjin here, or I can Guy and Shattered Sun as well.
Yeah, I think I like Guy and Shattered Sun the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you Coghammer clear? Because I hate leaving totems up, so I would clear that personally.
No,
but
I wouldn't. I would just pass here.
Yeah.
Because what is he gonna do? I guess he can Earth Shock. That's fine.
The lightning fork lightning thingy.
Fork lightning does 2 damage anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Yeah, and it's 2 overload, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. He would have done that anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm tempted to Senjin before Shredder because I think Shredder would get um, hexed.
I don't think I would play around the hex. I think I would just. Okay, so
So
what's coming next turn though? That's the question. Next turn
that's
is the
6.
turn for Fire Elemental.
Right.
Right.
So maybe Senjin is better as it survives.
Yeah, Senjin does survive. Yeah.
But I can also hand a protection it with that, so it just would be a
No.
naked
No.
Shredder.
We'll
But
just All right. So if we play the Youthful Brewmaster, he's gonna kill it. Am I okay with this? Yeah, I don't want to invest too much into one card because of the potential hex.
yeah.
Right, he has a 50-50 chance of getting spell power, or the 1/1 or the healing. Yeah, we dropped the Youthful Brewmaster and then the Ascendant Shieldmaster.
And then hit the taunt or leave it?
No, we just leave it.
Yeah.
It was either that or tap, I guess. Oh, I totally forgot he was overloaded. Whoops. Oh yeah, Forked Lightning. That's right. He can't.
Yeah. Also, I forgot.
So yeah, that's fine. That's fine actually. The only mistake would have been the Youthful Brewmaster, whether or not we should have played it.
Right. So, okay, so the Brewmaster's dying.
No, it's not.
No? Interesting.
We got the Senjin there.
Okay. So I guess I would play the Guardian of Kings actually, and clear these two totems. Clear the taunt and the spell power.
Yeah, I would Guardian of Kings, and clear the two totems that you suggested.
And save the hit.
Okay, so we have two Truth Over Champions. We have a 10% chance of drawing into it.
Yeah.
If he Fire Elementals and then uses the face, right, that's fine, because he would still... Otherwise, he would just Fire Elemental the 3/2.
I can hand a protection him and trade that with a Fire Elemental if he drops
Yeah,
one.
we'll just save the weapon here. Yeah. There's no way he's dropping the Flame Tongue Totem here alone. That just doesn't make sense. Okay, so you kept that, which is fine.
Okay.
That's fine too. He taps, we're going to clear his board.
So I just clear with the minions? Or I can clear with the hammer now and use the True Silver?
No, you clear with your minions.
Minions?
Yeah, clear with your minions. And then drop the Piloted Shredder, get a guy. Yeah, and then pass. Shaman can't do much without the board, so...
Yeah.
As long as you don't play into the Lightning Storm, you're good.
Lightning Storm and... Okay, go to the guy. Thank you very much. Meh.
No, he gets to kill it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, I hear... Let me think. I don't really want to play... I could play him and a guy, see what it hits, and then hit it with the hammer. And then trade this into whatever else doesn't get hit.
I think I would just Dark Iron Dwarf the 1/1.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, trade it into the Bomb Lobber here. And then you can just go ahead and hand a protection the 3/2 or the 3/5 and clear the 3/3. Either of which is fine.
Yeah, okay. And then just hit face.
Yeah, hit face and then tap. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, I mean, you're only afraid of, like, very large things now. Anything medium size is just going to get destroyed.
Okay.
Crackles the 3/5? Yes.
Oof.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It forces the charge, which is nice.
Okay. So, I guess I can trade the 3 and the hammer into this.
No, you hammer it with the Hammer of Wrath. Yeah. See what we get first.
Hmm. Would you drop those two? 50-50 chance to be able to trade him in? But that gets wiped by lightning.
I think I play the Knife Juggler here. Yeah, and then tap first. Maybe we can trade in the 1/1 and save our charge.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. And then just go face. Go face with the weapon too, because you don't really need it anymore. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I mean, we're just saving a little bit of face damage, that's all.
Yeah. Okay.
That's totally fine.
True Silver and Brewmaster into
Yep.
this.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I think we do that. I'd run the 4/4 into the 2/3.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. Guy, I guess.
Yeah, play the Senjin, get a guy.
Play the Senjin?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. The Golden Yeti. Yeah, yeah. So we played the Senjin earlier. We only have one in our deck. It was a brain lapse.
I'm half asleep, so I was sort of like, what am I?
Yeah,
it's there and I don't see it. Am I going to play a Mech Warper again by mistake?
It's actually pretty embarrassing. Sometimes I'll tell a student what to do, and then they'll do it word for word, and then I realize that I made a mistake. And then they're like, oh, well, I thought it was a mistake too, but I didn't say anything because, you're the guy that averages like 7 wins, not me, so I'm going to listen to you. Maybe there's some secret strategy I don't know. I'm like, oh no, that was totally a mistake. I'm so sorry. All right, so yeah.
We had lethal on the board there, so...
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. So that was a slow game. So you've noticed that against certain matchups, we try to go very fast to take advantage of the strength of our decks against theirs. And against other matchups, like against the Warrior and the Shaman, we can afford to go slow because we're not afraid as much against the board clear. So this deck has pretty good potential as long as we don't face mages.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, we faced 3 mages and we've actually won all 3 of them, quite luckily.
Yeah, there was a couple of lucky wins. I'm really amazed this deck went 7 wins so far. That's, to me, insane. By the way, look, I understand if I'm taking up a lot of your time. If you need to go and do something, then please don't think it's rude if you just say, okay, look, I have to go now or something. It's really no problem with me. It's also, for me, it's 20 past midnight, so if you need to go, then please, it's really fine. Yeah, I won't take any offense, because I didn't think this would last so
long. Yeah, sure. I think I have some work to do, so...
okay, no problem. I'm going to play 1 game without you now.
Sure.
Just for the sake of seeing how it goes myself, and I'm going to try and use my guys a little more, because you're really using the hero power much better with the Paladin, I find. Well, that's something which I'm really suffering with. I'm sure I'm going to lose it, though, now.
Okay, good luck, and definitely let me know how you do. Also, by the way, I started recording this run.
Okay.
If you're okay with this, I can put this on YouTube and share the link with you so you can watch this again in the future.
Yeah, this would be great, actually. I would really appreciate that.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll talk to you soon then, and definitely let me know how you do.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
Great, Nick. Take care. Bye.